Alright guys, we're going to be talking about Tim Steidten in this video. One of the leading candidates you would have to imagine for the sporting director position at Liverpool. Obviously he's currently called a technical director at West Ham, and he responded to rumours that he could be being looked at by Liverpool as saying it would be an honour, great club, blah blah blah. I think we touched on that in a video yesterday maybe. He's 44 years of age, which that's really weird for me. Like, I don't know, like I still feel like I'm 15. Obviously I don't look 15, but, and then, you know, like I look and I think, oh, there's someone really responsible there. They're 44, I'm 49, I'm a fucking idiot. Some fellas will understand. Anyway, one of the clubs he previously worked for was Bayer Leverkusen, and he was influential in the appointment of Xabi Alonso, and they worked together. And were very successful. Now, when he was appointed at Bayer Leverkusen, the sporting director there, Simon Rolfes, not Rolfer, like Tom Hicks was it Rolfes. He said this about Steidten when he was appointed at Leverkusen. Tim Steidten has consistently proved himself in an extremely demanding field over a long period of time. He has a strong influence on the impressive development and success of Werder Bremen in recent years, and he made a significant contribution. I've known Tim for a long time, and we are happy we have been able to bring him into such an important role as a squad planner. Now, there are other people that have been linked with the Liverpool job as well. I'm sure you've seen them mentioned. We're going to talk about them. The Bournemouth technical director Richard Hughes. Many of you have put his name forward. Tiago Pinto recently left Roma as general manager. And obviously I'm just looking at this article here. They talk about Michael Edwards declining the invitation to return to the club in a more senior role. I don't actually believe that, guys. What I mean by that is, I do believe that Liverpool owners FSG made an approach, but I think they made an approach knowing that it would be rebuffed. Do you know what I mean? Because if you'd have said to me prior, Liverpool are going to try and get him back, I'd have said, well, you ain't going to do it. So they must have thought the same thing. I do think that as much as, you know, I don't want to knock FSG for the sake of knocking them, or whoever you want to point the finger at. I think they just did that so that it came across to the supporters, hey, we're trying our best here, we're trying to do something, you know what I mean? Anyway, Tim Steidten, he's the main man, right? Now, he rejected Liverpool apparently last year, but you might take that as well. If he rejected us then, why would he not reject us now? Especially now there's no club. Why should we consider him if because if you think back to last year, there was uncertainty over the ownership, the direction of the club, what would be happening. And I don't think if you're switched on in that environment and you say, well, I want a 5-year deal, the first thing you're going to say, it's just for argument's sake, 5-year plan, long-term plan. You would say to the people trying to employ you, you'd say, what about you? Are you going to be around these parts? What's your plans? Well, actually, we don't know. Because I've read that you might sell the club. Well, we're doing this, we're doing that. We're not, we cannot categorically state that we will be here. I don't know if that's a job you want to take because new people come in and go, no, we don't need you. Best thing you can do, I'm sure I uploaded a video about Steidten yesterday, is check that. And there's also, she's messaged me again, man. I'm enjoying life at the moment. Woo, 6 minutes, 42 seconds.
I'm good at
she's good at something. I know this. What are you doing? If you go on cocktalk.com, the main site, and put Steidten, make sure you spell it right, there's an article on there to do with when he was linked to Liverpool last year. I think it'd be really good for you to have a look at it. All right. But if you can't be asked, well, I don't know how much you care really. It just tells you a little bit about the revenue, not revenue increases, how he increased the value of the squad, as Rafa would say, the squad. for sure. How he increased the value of the squad out there, the team, and you know, just the financial side of it, not just identifying players and things like that, that I think would appeal to FSG. And I think in the video yesterday, maybe I gave the dates of, I think it was April last year when we were looking at appointing him, and because I think it was then May, the end of May, maybe, when we appointed Boy George instead. In other words, we got rejected. I'm really sorry, but I've got to check this message because it's not my chick, but it could be. I'm going to have to go to a pub. It's my mate's birthday and he's in the bar, so I'm going to have to go and see him because he's an old boy and he's a blue. Hey, and say what? He's a bit of blue. He was in the bar last Saturday and someone mentioned Liverpool to him. Oh, you're a redder. He went, no, I'm not. And I went, no, he's a bit of blue. You know, winding him up, thinking he would tell me to go away. And he went, I am. I'm a bit of blue. Fucking hate Liverpool. I do. I am. And he was really adamant, like, do you know what I mean? And he's a real old boy and he has a mobility scooter. He can't walk very far. And I'll never forget this as long as I live. At the end of the day, when we were leaving, he had to be carried like under his shoulders up the steps and put in someone's car to be taken home. And we had to carry his mobility scooter down into the bar. Bless him. It's his birthday, and I'm gonna have to go and see him. So anyway, sorry about that. Sorry, I don't mean to go all over, but it is my tea break. Yeah, Tim Steidten is obviously, I don't know, I just think that Steidten, Alonso, you know, they work together at Bayer Leverkusen, both highly respected. I have spoken so much about the need to get these two appointments right. Not rocket science. Well, you're going to get every appointment right, don't you? Yes, but what I mean is the chemistry between the sporting director and the manager are critical, I think. And, you know, they could, even if they were not officially announced as being the new people at Anfield, you know, hypothetically, behind the scenes they could be plotting and doing stuff, you know, as they approach that position. I think it would be very good. I do. But there are some other good sporting directors being linked with us guys and other managerial candidates, you know, so we're going to have to wait. I know it's an impatient time, but we're going to have to wait. Anyway, if you can watch this, the other Steidten video, I would watch that. I'll just quickly see if I can tell you what it was called. Yesterday, Hughes Sporting Director Development. That's what it was called. Take a look at that. I'd have a look at that personally. Might tell you a little bit more about him, you know. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm getting messages, you know. And I'm sorry. I need to go and finish my tea, and I'm going to have to go to the pub. That's a bad thing, isn't it? You're going to have to go to the pub. I mentioned this on the live stream earlier. I said I think I'm going to get message later. I'm not going to let my friend down, man. He's an old boy. His wife passed away, you know, and I know he'd be there for me. So I'm going to go and see him. All right. If you appreciated the video, not if you enjoy it or thought it was good, but if you appreciate my efforts at least, please give it a thumbs up. Apparently, that's the important thing to do. Your comments to me are way more important. So please leave comments. You are a very valued member of this community. Every comment, I read every single comment. I can't reply to every comment. I can't. It's impossible. But I read every single comment. Every time you comment, I get an email. Imagine how many emails I get. And I read them all. I like to see what you're thinking. So please do leave a comment. All right, guys. And if you want to buy me a drink, because I'm off to the pub, just hit that super thanks button. Tim Steidten. Yeah. Anyway. He's respected in the game. I think he'd be a good addition. Let's see what happens. Thanks, guys.